you've decided you're at your bottom. You're ready to start keto. All right, well, let me tell you, for me, my bottom was I couldn't handle the pain anymore, all right? I decided that I am a sugar addict. I am a carb addict. And it's kind of like there's all types of addictions out there, but half of the battle is realizing that you have an addiction and you have to hit bottom. Whatever that addiction is, you have to hit bottom. I had hit bottom and I was desperate for change. And that is what it took for me to really say, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna commit to this. And let me just tell you, it wasn't easy. It was the hardest thing I've ever done because it meant no more ice cream that I knew. Like, I didn't know there was keto ice cream, right? It meant no more cinnamon rolls. Little did I know you could make cinnamon rolls out of mozzarella cheese, right? All of these things I really had to learn and teach myself. And after starting this keto journey, I remember within the first week of being on keto, I am sitting on my sofa watching TV, and my husband is sitting on the sofa next to me with a bowl of ice cream. Okay, ladies, you know what I'm talking about. The husband's sitting there, he's eating his ice cream, that spoon is clanking on the bowl, and they're slurping their ice cream, and you're sitting next to him on the sofa, and you're just like, can you stop that crap? You're killing me, right? I let my husband enjoy that bowl of ice cream. And when he got done, I said, you are not gonna eat another bowl of ice cream unless it's keto in front of me ever again, because that's BS, right? It was BS. I could hear him chew his ice cream and there was no nuts in that ice cream. I could hear him slurp it. I could hear him clank the bowl. It was so hard to sit there and think you're not gonna eat any ice cream. It's not healthy. You can't have this, right? So I told him, guess what? The next day, my husband joined the keto train and he decided he was gonna go on keto because, hey, if you can't eat ice cream at night unless I'm in bed, he might as well go for it, right? So the two of us committed to doing keto. And it took a lot of educating ourselves. One thing that we found that really, really helped was finding a positive Facebook page that was really focused towards people on keto. The one that I found that I really love, and somebody actually told me about it, it was called Push for Your Better. They have 175,000 followers on this page, and you get these stories of success. You get people sharing when they fail at something, and people lift each other up. But more importantly, you get the facts about keto. So you get that list for the 65 different names for sugar. You get people that are trying out a new recipe, and if it's a success, they're sharing that recipe. You get all that information that you need that can make you successful. And that's really what I tell people. Join that page. It'll ask you a couple questions like, why are you wanting to join this page? Well, hello, I wanted to lose weight. So that's what I put, right? And I wanted to learn more from people that knew more than me. And that's really the best way to do it, is find somebody that knows more than you and start watching and learning and reading and doing, and all of that is what I did. The other thing that I really liked about Push for Your Better on Facebook was that people were saying, listen, your body is healing from the inside out. You need to give it time. Most importantly, take measurements, because the scale won't move, but your body, your shape, and you're going to lose inches, and you're going to think you're not losing anything. And if you don't measure and you depend on the scale, you might get frustrated. For me, I didn't get on a scale the first month and a half that I started keto. And I didn't do the measurements because I didn't see that on there. So I'm telling you something that I wish I would have done. I knew that it was working for me because my clothes started getting looser, and I knew that something was going on. And I remember when I went to my closet and I grabbed a pair of pants that were jeans. They were like, so summer, I started July 9th of 2018. And here it is going into the fall, and I put on a pair of jeans and they're big, they're like loose. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I remember that moment because I had tears in my eyes, because that's like a big deal to somebody who has never been able to lose any weight, because it's like, it's working, right? So we kind of move forward during this whole time that I'm starting on keto. My husband's getting ready to do keto. We find out my husband has colon cancer, and we had to go, and he had to have about 10 inches of his colon removed, and that's stressful, right? So normally, what do we do when we're stressed? We eat food. We love carbs. We want the sugar. We want all those unhealthy things. But I stayed committed to this plan that I knew deep inside of me was my last chance at hopefully finding a way to get out of pain, right? So my husband, he has his surgery. It's a total success. There was no radiation, no chemo necessary. They removed what had the cancer. It was done and over with. But he had to stay home from work for 5 to 6 weeks. So during the time that he was home, I thought, I'm going to start experimenting with some of my go-to recipes and see if I can't keto-fy them and make them healthy, so that if they're healthy, then maybe I can make them in my bakery, right? So I remember trying out some of those recipes. I tried the cheesecake and making it keto. That worked. I tried my lemon bars. I tried my key lime coconut bars. I tried my cheesecake brownies. All of these, I was making them keto, but it was a little step at a time. And just because I tried it, that didn't mean it really worked perfectly. It actually, some of the recipes took anywhere from 3 to 5 or 6 times to get them to really be the way that I wanted to be, because the sweetener bakes differently. When you use almond flour, it makes things denser. So all of these things I actually had to experiment with. And you heard my story if you've watched the earlier video about how I learned how to bake with my grandma. It was about texture, taste, and presentation. Like all of those things that I learned kind of went out the window, because keto baking is completely different. And that's what I had to learn how to do. 3 months on keto. I'm feeling great. Everything is just like, the clothes are getting looser, the depression's going away, and I will never forget the day when I got up in the morning and I was pain-free. Do you know what that means? Just somebody that's lived in pain for 10 years and like, before I started keto, I was in a 9 or a 10 in pain. And I get up one morning and I get out of bed and I'm thinking, oh, I feel pretty good. I had a good night's sleep. And I'm thinking, So I get up, go get my coffee, sit in the chair, and I'm like, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm not gonna sit here because normally when I used to be in pain, I would have to sit for 30 to 40 minutes just so I could get dressed, because the inflammation was that bad. But this particular morning, I'm feeling good. I get up off the sofa after I drink that coffee. I'm in the kitchen, I'm doing dishes, take the broom across the floor, getting all kinds of stuff done. Go to work. I'm working, I'm like, I've been standing more than 10 minutes. I don't have the numbness going down the left side of my body. I'm thinking, I'm not having pain. What's going on? And I remember thinking about this. I went like a couple hours or half of the day or whatever, pain-free. Best day of my life, pain-free. That, like, it was amazing. I remember calling my friend, Monica, there's no pain. And she's like, what? I'm like, you don't get it. There's no pain. Do you know, like, that was the most, like, the wonderful. And this October 2019 is 1 year of me being pain-free. By giving up flour and sugar, I became pain-free. It was inflammation that was causing all of these problems in my body. The side of my body where it was going numb and lack of blood flow, the reason the neurologist couldn't help me was because it was inflammation. I had edema in my legs. It was gone. My shoes lost one whole size. I went from being a 10 because they were so swollen down to a 9. I had wrinkles around my ankles because the skin had been stretched for so long that when the inflammation went down, I had like little wrinkles around my ankles. Now, of course, all that wrinkles went away because my body, you know, it starts to take that smaller shape. I've been on keto a year, folks, and I've lost 95 pounds. Almost 100. I'm actually at 100, but I float back and forth. That scale it teases me. Some days I get on it and I'm at 100-pound loss. Some days I get on it, I'm at 98 pounds lost. Sometimes I get on it, I'm at 95. So it's just kind of back and forth. But the point is, I'm pain-free. If you can connect with this story that I'm telling you, go ahead, like, share, tag your friends, tell everybody about me, because I am Michelle Kaiser from the Omaha Bakery, and I'm keto, and you can be too.